Denny is easily one of my favorite players to watch so far this season. I mean, he is dominating, right? He is dominating the NBA this year. Obviously, the Trailblazers are continuing to build more and more chemistry as a unit, but individually, man, Denny looks like a phenomenal basketball player right now. Take a look at this play here. He's going to feel the weight go all on that front foot of Lonzo Ball. From here, he's going to spin this thing baseline. Now, because we're able to sustain leverage on Lonzo Ball, we're going to create a little bit of weak side rotation from this defense, right? So, as Denny spins, drives into the lane, he looks up at the basket, okay? Now, when you are closing or when you are rotating either from the weak side, top side, strong side, it doesn't matter. When the guy you're trying to close in on is looking up at the basket as if he's about to go up with the shot, what do most defenders do? They tend to go up for the shot block, right? So, as Evan Mobley comes in, he overcommits the shot. Denny pump fakes him, allows him to come back down, boom, and one. Sound dumb. It's too easy. Too easy for Denny. He does the can't see me type shit. I mean, this dude is different. I love the way he's playing basketball. That little up fake. Whoop. Beautiful. That's all you need. And one, again, sound dumb. We're going to break down a ton of film on Denny in this game. He was, close to a triple-double. Before we really dive into it, do me a big-time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you guys can. More importantly, hype the video. It's a new feature on YouTube, but man, it helps out a ton with getting these out to more Denny fans or more Blazer fans or whatever it may be. So if you guys could do that, that would be amazing. With that being said, let's dive in, man. I'm excited. Okay, once again, he's going to get this matchup versus Darius Garland, who is a bit smaller, maybe not as strong as Denny, and we love these matchups. These are the matchups that Denny does really well against, whether it's just creating leverage to the basket, taking advantage of the size matchup, or drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. Now, on this specific play, we're going to have our top side player clear out. Right? We want a little bit more space to the middle of the floor because we don't want to drive baseline and force that strong side rotation from DeAndre Hunter, who's a little bit better of a defender. We don't want him to rotate, so if we can rotate to the top side, that would probably be what we want to do here. So, as that happens, we create leverage, and now we have a lot better of a matchup. Even if this guy wants to rotate over, we feel more comfortable with him down there. Then he drives into the lane. He does have that guy on the strong side corner, so that's pretty much the rotation, and boom. I mean, he literally says, hey, go over there. I want their rotation to come from a guy I'm not worried about. Okay, so he basically sets this offense up perfectly, right? This is just a floor general, right? Denny, and then look at the finish here. Beautiful job again. The dude doesn't seem real. The way he's gotten better over the last couple months, it's amazing. We didn't shoot the ball tremendously from downtown today, but did do a really good job right here. You see them create a blender on the offense or for the defense, which essentially means they create this double team. Once you're in a double team, now the rest of the defense is forced to play 3-on-2 basketball, which, let's just be honest, you're not going to win a lot of games playing 3-on-2. So we swing it, we create Mitchell to rotate, and now this guy's playing 1-on-2 basketball. He rotates over to Jeremy Grant. No one covers Denny, and we get a wide open three. No contest, no closeout, drains it. Perfect. We want to see more of that. And again, has been getting better from three. He's more of a guy that his three-point shot translates a lot better when it's catch and shoot. He's not someone you're going to see take too many off-dribble threes, but it will be a part of his game soon. I guarantee it. He's going to add it. You could tell how good he's getting. And it's coming. It's going to come soon. And be careful because that's when he's going to get really good. And really quickly, guys, hit the like button. But if you guys can subscribe to the channel, that would be huge. We will be covering Denny all year long. I'm trying my best to keep up with all this NBA content for you guys. So make sure you join the family. Turn on your post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a Denny video, which, trust me, the season is just getting started. There will be a lot more. There will be a lot more Denny videos coming soon. Okay. On this play, late in the game, by the way, keep in mind they're in Cleveland. So coming into Cleveland and beating this team, very nice. You already create that blender to the top side. So once again, we already know we have a good situation here. Now, we kick to Denny, as Denny has the matchup from before he likes versus Darius Garland. He attacks it, right? Drives into the lane. Look at him. Does just a good job overpowering the matchup, throwing this thing down, right? I want to see if he gets a guard matched on him like a Darius Garland. I want to see him take advantage of those matchups, right? You're bigger, you're stronger, you're more physical than a lot of these guys. And because he's such a good passer, it makes him so scary because as he's driving, you know that, right, he could, in a blink of an eye, get this ball to the top of the key. Get it over here, right? And now, when you stagger over defensively, you leave your guy open. So that's why they don't overcommit to the double. They know how good he is mentally, knowing where his guys are. So, again, very tough to play him if you're a defender. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the Sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain, areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. One more shot before we go into a couple of the dimes he had. This is a nice one where he just feels the pressure. Again, no one is heavily committing to the double team. They're all staggering. They don't want to commit to the double. They know he is a good passer. And again, we get a nice little push floater, get it to go. Game was essentially over at this point. But before we end the video, I did want to show you some of the passes he had in this game. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier. He knows he can create rotation from this defense. So once again, we get the matchup versus Darius Garland. We know, right? If we've got a guy in this low post and we're driving into lane, at the very least, you're going to see some sort of strong side stagger, right? Which means he's going to show he might not overcommit, but if he does overcommit, we know where to go with the basketball, right? So Denny gets the matchup he likes, A. Point B, he attacks the right side of the floor because he likes his matchups on this side compared to the left side. As he drives, we get the stagger from Donovan Mitchell. Again, he doesn't look at Jeremy Grant. He doesn't want to show to Donovan Mitchell that that's where we want to go with the basketball. So as we drive in, again, he's still not looking at Jeremy Grant. He wants to keep Donovan Mitchell on his hip. And as we, boom, get there, it's a quick pass. It's like very instinctual. Court mapping ability on 100. Jeremy Grant puts his thing up quickly and gets a beautiful 3 to fall. That is such a good play by Denny. Notice how he never looks over. It's like, from Donovan Mitchell's perspective, Denny didn't even know he had a teammate over there. He never looked at it, not once, as he was driving to the basket. Again, manipulation. Love it. All right, another big time play here. He's going to get this little ghost screen action. Essentially, what is a ghost screen? We show the backside defender that we're screening, but we're not actually going to screen. We're just going to get out to the three-point line. Now, the reason we run this play or want to do this is because usually when you do set that screen, the big will rotate over, and whether they're in a switch or a fight, essentially that means he might just switch off or he might fight over the screen. We just want to confuse our defender. Even if it's just for a split second, you see him kind of stop, freeze up a little bit as if he is supposed to switch on. But watch how Denny attacks close. He doesn't wrap this thing all the way around. He sees the guy stop and he immediately attacks that side of the floor to get him engaged. As we do that, boom, we know exactly where to go with the ball. And then boom, Shane Sharp gets a decent look three, drains it. Another big time play by Denny, just being smarter than you. That's all it comes down to. All right, here we go again. Denny with the ball. You're going to see a little bit of manipulation here. We see the defense is really stuck in a bad spot, right? They're playing his zone. You got two guys here in the corner. You got one-on-one, and then you got 1-on-2 over here. So we know we can manipulate somehow, some way with this little 2-on-1. How do we do it? How does he do it? What does he want to do here? So right here, you're going to see him quickly look down at his big. And what that does is kind of get Thomas Bryant or the weak side low post defender to overcommit to the big. We sprayed out to the three-point line quickly. And what Jeremy Grant is so good at, this is the second time I've seen it in this game, is he is able to catch the ball here and immediately go up with the shot. He's not a guy that needs to, right, let's say he catches it here, doesn't have to bring it back to the hip before going back up. He just catches and shoots. I mean, that is a real talent to have, and that can make you a serious game changer. And right now, Denny understands that, and he's like, all right, let me just put it at his catch point. That way he can catch and just go, right? That's a great pass. Not a lot of people realize how good of a pass that is. Look at where he catches, okay? Look at where the ball is located, right where he needs to be to shoot it. Guys, I'm telling you, you don't notice these things when you're actually watching the game live because it happens so quickly, but I'm telling you, Denny is different. Now, I'm going to end the video there. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Helps out so much. And I will see you guys in the next Denny update, which should be soon. Peace.